I was walking down a dark road, hard cold all the way.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down at 5. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. touchdown. Nick Chubb, 29 yards. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Wilson. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Another try for Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike 22, Mike smoke. They can't hang with us. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Samaje Perine. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's falling his...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there for the Raiders.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he stopped immediately there. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, it's Wilson. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Tryon able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, this from 48. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with
They got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Denver. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Broncos 28, Raiders 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
From the gun, a give to Mixon.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Las Vegas, first down. First and
He's coming, Mike.
Right here, right here.
Now Wilson on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 27, let's go. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 22, Mike 22. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Trucks over it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because It's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 8 coming up. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
35, Raiders 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A two-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Flexing his muscle again. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown, Broncos. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Watch 36.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Joe Mixon, 62 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Raiders 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Wilson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Wilson's throw into the hands of Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Raiders. Tyler Lockett from 13 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.